Kids these days. I was in a place the other day to pick up some food. Food was on the counter, not in the bag yet to go. And the girl is sitting there, not looking at me. She's looking at her phone, leaning over the counter. I had to say, "Excuse me." She had to put her phone down, turn around to where she should have been looking as people coming in the store. She was very annoyed that I interrupted her on her phone, and that she then had to put the food in the bag to give to me. That could have been ready when I got there, and she would have been, "Oh, blah, blah, blah," and been real friendly and handed me my food, made it a pleasant experience for the customer, instead of the customer having to say, "Excuse me, I'm here for this." She said, "Oh, well, I have to bag it up," and treating me like I was an annoyance because I interrupted her on her phone and she had to do her job. Kids these days, right? Welcome to Coffee with Alain. We're going to talk about kids, but we're also going to talk about parenting, and we're going to talk about how not all kids are like that young lady at the store, and how that young lady at the store is probably her parents' fault. Yep, I'm going to say it because I really believe that Larry Winget was right on point when he wrote the book, Your Kids Are Your Own Fault. I got a signed copy over here on the bookshelf. Maybe that's what we'll talk about this Saturday when I talk about books. But we're going to talk a little bit about parenting. We're going to talk about kids. I'm drinking out of the 25th anniversary Huntsman program mug that my daughter brought for me. You can see there the Huntsman program, which is a combination program, Wharton and the College of Arts and Sciences at University of Pennsylvania. It's what my daughter is enrolled in, getting a dual degree. So yeah, I'm going to brag on my daughter a little bit because she obviously is not like that young lady that served me the food the other day. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Vicky. Appreciate you guys being here. I hear a lot of people talking about kids these days, and a lot of it is very negative, such as the young lady that I interrupted to get my food. And you see that quite a bit. But not all kids are like that. And I'm going to use my daughter as an example. I've talked about how she set that goal early and got into Wharton, the business school that she wanted to get into. Not only Wharton, but she's in the Huntsman program, getting a dual degree. But she had another goal this year. She really wanted an internship for the summer in South Korea. And she just learned that she got that. She applied for it and interviewed and all the stuff you have to do to get those kind of positions. So now this spring, she will go to Korea with her class, the Korean language class, for a week, come back to the United States, stay at the airport at hotel. So stay at the hotel that's at the airport, JFK, and then fly right back to Korea to do 2 months there for the internship. She's a go-getter. She is setting goals and accomplishing things. And it's funny because when we look back, her first job where she got paid was at McDonald's, fast food, because we have the McDonald's right close to where we live. She could walk over there. And she quickly got into the first leadership level, whatever that is. You got your regular worker, then you got a shift leader, then you got your managers or whatever. So she became a leader really quick. And she used to be upset at some of the workers because they wouldn't work. And she always had that work ethic. Go, 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 go. Get it done fast. I mean, she lived the McDonald's. It's fast. Got to get it to them. Let's do it. Work, work, work. Boom. Get it to them. Go, 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 go. And she was all about that. Then she moved on to different jobs. And she worked her butt off, different jobs in college, and had high reviews and high recommendations from leaving those places, and welcome back if she wanted to come back and work there. So it's no wonder that she worked like that, even at McDonald's. And now where she's at in college, in what she's doing in college. Now, I'm not going to say it's all my wife and me. There's something about my daughter that it has her driven, which I think a lot of people, you have it or you don't have it. But I think we can encourage it and foster it. And I think a lot of kids are not learning the work ethic and some of the things that can be learned, especially when they're young. I've shared this before. I taught my daughter the old Batman thing. Why do we fall? To get back up. And some people might have thought it mean when she fell down and she's crying. And instead of just helping her up and coddling her, I said, why do we fall? And through tears, she said, to get back up. But she's tough. And she's setting goals. And she's accomplishing things. And she's achieving. And she's excelling. She's being exceptional. And I think part of it is the way my wife and I brought her up. I think Larry's right. Your kids are your own fault. I can't take 100% of the credit because my daughter's worked her butt off. And she's done things, researched and learned and done things without my wife and I to help her achieve success. But I think some of the foundational things were there when we're bringing her up. I don't think it's a coincidence that my daughter and some of the other kids that graduated with her that are going out and doing some cool things and excelling, that those were the parents that were always at the school functions and doing things, even back at kindergarten and elementary school age. We sort of knew the parents that were always going to be there. My wife and I were at just about everything, and other parents were at just about everything. And I've seen those kids grow up, like my daughter, and go off and excel and do some great things and wherever they're at. Some of them are in state, some of them are out of state at universities, and some have been military and different things. And I don't think it was a coincidence that the kids that you never saw the parents never were there at anything. Those were some of the kids that were getting into trouble, getting bad grades, and not excelling and being exceptional. It's not a coincidence. And I feel bad for those kids because if their parents would have been there, if their parents would have done more, maybe they'd be excelling and doing more like the kids whose parents were involved as well. And we see that all over. We see kids going down the wrong road because they don't have parental guidance to steer them correctly and help them achieve the successes that are out there if you put in the work. So my encouragement to you, if you're a parent, if you know a parent, if you're a grandparent, if you have any contact with younger generations, younger kids, is to help them grow into positive, productive adults that can achieve success and be exceptional. Because it doesn't just happen. It takes some hard work, both on the kids' part and on those raising and bringing the kids up. And we see all around us kids that haven't received that. And they're like that girl that had no work ethic whatsoever because the customer annoyed her by asking her to do her job instead of being on her phone, ignoring customers. But then we also see kids like my daughter and others who are excelling and doing fantastic things. And I think it's up to all of us that have any influence on younger kids to help them on that positive, successful route of being exceptional. Jay says, amen. Thank you, Jay. John says, good morning to everyone. Thank you for being here, John. So yes, I wanted to brag on my daughter a little bit for getting into that Korean internship for the summer, because she's excited about it and we're excited for her that she's doing so many cool things. But I also wanted to encourage everyone out there that deals with kids in any capacity to help these kids become exceptional adults. And it takes hard work from those raising the kids, and it takes hard work from the kids themselves. And they're not going to put in that hard work unless we teach them to put in the hard work to achieve the results that it will bring. Everybody go out and make it a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.